like revolutionary, maybe like life-changing. You know, I really enjoyed that part. Howdy, Meowers.
Hello, everybody.
I am Zewelry.
Zewelry, like jewelry?
That's correct.
Oh, what a interesting name.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Zewelry. I mean, truly, it's one of the most interesting names I've ever heard. My name is just Devin.
Just Devin. That's a great
name. No. My name is Devin.
Hi, Devin.
Hi, Zewelry.
Well, thank you. Today, we are covering November K-pop comebacks.
Wow. Oh my God. But aren't there like 1,500,000 of those this month?
Yes, there are. You might have thought there were a lot in October, as our October K-pop comeback episode was like an hour and a half or something like that. Is that correct?
Yeah,
it was
something like
incredibly long. So, what we decided to do is split up the comebacks. Ooh, we're getting crazy over here. We're getting just, wow, out of control. This week, we're doing girl group comebacks.
That's right. Or soloists, if there were any. Which I don't think there were, but yeah. No, there were. I remember there were. So yeah, girl groups and soloists, let's just start talking about them, right? Like,
right.
Why not?
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Well, let's start with Weeekly. Whoa, everybody cheered, yeah.
Whoa!
That's right, Meowers. Weeekly had a comeback after over a year, like a year and a half. It had been March, since March of 2022 that they had a real comeback. So they actually had an EP called Colorize, and they're promoting, or they just recently finished promoting the title track Vroom Vroom, which they released the music video for. They did have the whole Good Day Special Daily song that they released in like September, but that wasn't part of this comeback apparently. So yeah.
And we already talked about that one.
Right, we already talked about it.
So Zewelry, what did you think about this song?
Oh, I loved it. It's really fun. It's really good. I thought for the switch of concepts, this was a much better choice than, Venpara.
Oh, right.
I don't like to talk about her, but Vroom Vroom is doing it right. I think it's kind of like, now this is gonna be just wow, I can't believe you're saying this, but it's kind of like Idol Senorita to me at the end, with Jihan's part. Anyway, it makes me think of that, and a lot of people don't like that song, so that's why I'm saying it might be like a weird thing to say, but I really like it. I think it's groovy and retro, but not the same kind of retro that's been in our faces lately.
Prolific.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, and it's still, fun like Weeekly songs are, but just in it's not the school concept fun. And I really like the choreography, and yeah, I thought it was really good.
Yeah, you said words like fun. I think maybe you even said groovy. The word that comes to mind for me is vibey.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it also. I really liked the vroom vroom part. And one fun fact that I have to mention, I have the music box. the video, it starts with the music box, and I mean, sure, anyone could have the music box, you could just buy it, but I already had it.
Yeah.
Like it was something I owned. And then I saw it and it's like, whoa, they have it too.
It's so random too. Like it's literally barely in the video.
Yeah.
And the way that the video starts is like
featuring it.
Yeah, it's featuring it, but it's like completely different from most of the like the other parts of the video too. So it's very random.
Yeah, I have the music box and it's like something that you build. It's like you put it together with a whole bunch of pieces. Like as if you were building like a model airplane or something. It's that sort of thing. So I'm like, I wonder who built it. Like, did they have like a person build it? I would assume that's probably how it went. But I sustained some injuries building that thing. That's that's how intense it was. But yeah, I thought that was really cool to see that at the start. And then I just think the song is really like, it's just got like a vibe to it that's just fun and just like casual good times.
Yeah, I agree. It's like it was fun to watch them perform it so much because like I said, the choreography, I think like the song is really catchy, and when it gets to the chorus I want to be doing that move that they're doing. And also I really like Someone's haircut.
Does she have the short hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it kind of looked like in some of the after school performances like she had short hair because of like the way that it was, but it was never actually short, but now it is short.
I feel like I should say to be fair, I should say that like I did like the styling in like one half of the like video. Like there's like two different sort of distinct stylings, and one of them I liked, and then the other one that was sort of the like flower ruffle sort of scenes styling. I do think that those outfits were a bit giving me that like chintzy vibe that I talked about with some previous girl groups. So I didn't want to like, I called out the other girl groups for like wearing clothes that I thought seemed that way to me. So I should probably mention it for this one too, to be fair. But it's just, that's a style that's coming back in right now, is that like, I've never liked clothes that are that like silhouette that look like thin and cheap.
I like the colors though.
Yeah, I like the colors. And there's definitely like it could have been worse. So that's why it's like it's not really, doesn't really matter that much. But I didn't want to be like, oh, well, you didn't even talk about this group and their clothes are just the same as the ones you talked about last week, and you said, oh, I don't like it.
I also just want to say that I really like the part with Monday and Zoa on the car. Like I think that's a nice part of the music video, and like the like visually, I guess the parts of the music video I like the most are surprisingly not the flower car scenes, just because I don't really like the outfits, and I've seen that a lot, especially from other comebacks that we're going to talk about. But like I like the scene with Vroom Vroom written on the wall, and it's kind of like white and gray colors. I like
the outdoor. Yeah, I like that too. When I saw the wall with the words on it, I thought, wow, like that looks pretty nice, and it looks like it's really there. Like I'm like, because it looked so nice that I thought, oh, is this like edited onto the wall? But then I was like, no, it looks like it's really on the wall. Like it's a bold, like, graphic image, and it looks good.
Can I talk about something completely unrelated for a moment?
Sure.
Okay, we're not talking about it for real, but the collab with Liz and Soyeon and Winter?
I know of its existence, yes.
It really bothers me how at the end of the music video they have like, a marquee like on a theater.
Okay.
And it really bothers me how the names are not in the order that they were in the other scenes.
Oh, what the heck?
Because Liz was in the middle, and I was like, I was consciously like thinking of that as I was watching it, and I was like, wow, that worked out nice because the other people have the same number of letters in their name, and Liz is the shortest, so it can be in the middle of the sign and it looks good. But then at the end it's not like that, and I'm like, okay, wow. So yeah.
That's weird. I wish that I almost watched that, and then I guess I got distracted and I didn't remember to go to it. But then I would have known exactly what you're talking about. But I bet that would have bothered me too.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, okay. Anyway, Weeekly, I thought their comeback was really good. And yeah, I would like to see more content though, I'd say. Like, I feel like they didn't have much like content style promotions, but they did go on the music shows a good bit. And also, just one last thing about Weeekly, they announced a light stick.
Oh.
And nobody likes it.
Oh.
So, yeah. It's like the most plain, like it looks honestly like it's just one of those like basic starter light sticks.
Oh,
in a way.
goodness.
It's not flat, but it's just incredibly simple. And a lot of people said it looks like a light stick for Weavers because it's just a W.
Oh my. Wow. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
So okay. Let's move on.
Sure. What group should we talk about next?
Let's talk about Viviz.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, so if nobody is familiar with Viviz, they are 3 of the members of G-Friend. But, G-Friend kind of like, stopped doing stuff. And so this is like what the three of the members have been doing lately. So this is like a comeback. It's not their debut or anything like that. But they released Maniac and they had a mini album, the Versus mini album. And so, would you like to talk about Maniac first?
Sure. That's literally the first word I have written down in my notes. Sure. That's what I thought about the song in the most general terms. I was just like, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not like I don't think it's bad, but it's just not something that I'm super, I say this a lot, it's not something I'm super hyped for. I was like, okay, sure. I did like / think it was interesting, of like a sort of a different thing, maybe the sort of like a body wave that they do where they like are in a line. I thought that was an interesting piece of choreography, and
that's one way to put it.
And other than that, like, I thought they did a good job, like I think I usually thought that the styling was like fitting for it and stuff, like everything worked, like I didn't have any problem with it. It was like, yeah, okay, sure.
Okay.
I'm not a like a Vivi's fan, so I don't have like a stronger, I don't have stronger sentiment about it.
Right. This was actually the first Vivi's title track that I was like enjoying. I am enjoying it a lot. I really like this song. I really like the music video a lot. I would describe that move that you talked about in the choreography and like the whole, transition to that like scene in the music video as like revolutionary, maybe like life-changing, like I really enjoyed that part. I thought it was like really good.
Isn't that funny how like I pointed it at, like it was notable to me as well, even though like it wasn't, nothing was as notable as it was like someone that would be more of a fan of it, but like I could still tell like that was the notable point.
That's
funny.
I also really like the styling overall. They had a lot of nice outfits in the music video, but I was really disappointed to see that I don't think they wore a single one of the outfits that I wanted them to wear that they wore in the music video on a stage performance or like anywhere outside of the music video.
I feel like even the biggest groups will have like at least one music video outfit being used again.
Yeah. So somebody can like let me know if they did, because I'd like to watch that stage, but I didn't see any. So yeah, that was unfortunate because I really liked the outfits in the music video. But the song such a bop. It reminds me of Mago a bit by G Friend. It's kind of got that groovy vibe still. It's just, yeah, it's really catchy and it's really good, but the lyrics are a bit of a mess in my opinion. Just saying.
I did immediately think, do they know that that's not like that maniac and crazy are both the same type of word? Because it was like, this love is maniac, and I'm like, that doesn't, like, this love is crazy would make sense,
right?
But maniac doesn't
like
really make sense unless you're saying this love as in a noun, which
right.
I guess maybe would make sense.
Yeah, so overall though, I really like it, and so it's the first Viviz song that I kind of liked, but I thought their album was good too. I listened to all the songs on that, including Untie, which they also had like a little like performance video for, and they started promoting that one. So did you happen to watch the Untie video?
Yes, I did, but let me just go back to the other one for a second because I forgot one other thing to say.
Okay.
Or Maniac, yeah. I was a little bit disappointed to see, because I watched the back-to-back of Vroom Vroom and Maniac, to see the flowery, car, luggage, all of that imagery coming right back. And I'm like, really? You both had to do this in your songs? Like, it was just, yeah,
wait, hold on. Let me also talk about Shinbi in the music video, like her Wonder Girls moment. Like, didn't that remind you of Wonder Girls with a guitar?
I don't.
It just seemed like she was in Wonder Girls.
Guitar at all.
Oh. That was, revolutionary too. That was iconic. Like, and she smashed the guitar.
Oh, wait. Maybe I kind of remember that.
Oh, okay.
So that was a good point.
That was a good point.
Okay.
A highlight.
Okay, good. But yeah, so Untie. Well, let's see. The thing that I thought about Untie, I don't know if people will understand. They probably will. It's a simple enough concept. It's like I liked it, but only if, I guess not only if, basically when I was listening to it, I thought, I bet I'd really like this if it was like in a movie, or like if it was for a scene.
Okay.
Like, you know how sometimes there's like a movie or a TV show or something and like there's some music for it?
Yeah.
And like you think, wow, that was iconic, and you like want to check out the song. I feel like if I heard the song in that capacity, I would think, wow, like that was really cool. But the song just on its own, I just didn't really care about. Like, it was kind of similar to Maniac. Like, I was just like, okay, yeah, they did a good job and everything, but like, it's nothing that I care about. But I did feel like I could feel this creating something really iconic because of its sound, if I had like a iconic movie moment sort of thing attached to it, rather than just like a music video moment attached to it.
Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I guess I could I could picture it being used for that sort of thing. I thought that it was really good. Like, I like the song. The thing that I didn't like though about the performance video, or like the choreography, I guess, is just that it was a little annoying to see. Like, they had so many backup dancers, and there were times when there were like 3 people, but it was 2 backup dancers and then 1 Viviz member, when it seemed like it could have just been all of Viviz. Like, it didn't bother me like a whole lot, but it just seemed like kind of like I was supposed to be looking at the members, but it wasn't the members, it was backup dancers. And so I'm like, why? I just didn't know why, because it didn't seem like one of the members was being featured and the backup dancers were there. It seemed like a moment where everybody was supposed to do it together. I don't really know. I don't really remember, but that I just felt like that when I watched it for the first time.
I get that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say, except going back to Maniac for a minute. I think that the TikTok challenges they have been doing, I've been enjoying. However, I just wish that more people would have done it.
Oh,
Like, I want to see everybody doing Maniac. Like, just like, you know?
it seems like the type of thing that you would think a lot of people would want to do. It's got that like serve quality to it, you know?
Yeah, and there's two or like maybe three versions of it though, and so some of the people that I saw do it, I was like, why didn't you do the other version? But
They shouldn't have
still.
made the other versions. Okay, so that one was a short and sweet, or not really, I'm not sure, but let's move on to the next one.
Okay, we are going to talk about Soojin.
Wow.
Yep.
Who knew there would ever be a day that we said that?
Yeah. So once again, if you are not familiar with Soojin, she is, and we're going to talk about it, okay? She's a former member of Idol. Big thing. We're not talking about that. But hopefully hopefully it's just a Wonho situation.
Right.
Hopefully it was just like not even like the situation that it seemed like it was.
Right.
So, or else we wouldn't want to support Soojin.
Right.
But let's talk about it because she had her solo debut after like 2 years or something like that. And so yeah, do you want me to talk about it first?
Yeah.
Okay. So she had Agashi, which is like miss. It means miss or like lady in Korean. And she had the music video and the studio chum for that. And she hasn't been going on music shows, but she has been having like fan signs, which I thought was interesting. And it's probably a good move on like her part and the company's part, I guess, for now. She also released the EP with 6 songs on it. So I'm going to say overall that I enjoyed it. It has definitely the style that like I'm not surprised that she's doing, honestly. I guess honestly that is probably what I would have expected her to do. So we talked about Idol's song Hua in one of our recent episodes, and it was the Meowtro, in case you're curious. And that was the last song that Soojin was in. So this is a very similar sort of concept in the sense that it's like a traditional style. And so like I think that there's a lot of nice visual elements to the music video and like pretty scenes, and the choreography is like I guess it's just pretty and delicate. Like it's not super hard hitting or something like that. But she is a dancer, so it's like, she's doing I'm saying like she could have done hard hitting stuff and that wouldn't have been surprising either, I guess. But this is not like that. But I do think it, along with Idol's plot, reminds me of Jisoo Flower a lot. And just, like it's got a simple beat to it at the actual chorus, and so it's like, it reminds me of Flower, and that had the traditional vibe as well. But the EP and the songs are very like simple and chill, but like aesthetic sounding, and so I think it's nice.
I would like to start, maybe I should have started the whole episode with this sort of disclaimer, but I'd like to just start by saying, I apologize for there not really being any groups that I'm talking about today that I'm like really a fan of, really following along with. So, my takes aren't super invested. But yeah, I thought that the visuals and the styling was very interesting to look at. Like it kept me interested in watching. It kept me engaged in the videos, even though overall I didn't particularly, once again, care about the song that much. You know, it was like, once again, not bad. She did a good job, but like I just didn't find anything about it personally, song wise, that I would have been like, oh yes, I really like this. But with the visual and you know, fashion elements, I did find that interesting. I was like, oh okay, like there was a lot of detail in the fashion,
Mm-hmm.
and I found that really interesting. I saw, I don't mean to see these like hot takes from people and stuff like that, but when I go to search up the stuff, they show like a row of shorts and I can see the like titles and the, you know, thumbnail frames of them and stuff. And so I see things. And so yeah, I saw that people were saying, oh yeah, it's like Jisoo Flower.
Oh, I didn't even know that. But I mean, I'm not surprised that everybody, like other people, thought that.
Well, apparently some people like thought it was like too much, like it was, she was copying it or like stealing it. And you know, I didn't get into all that. I just saw the, you know, one sentence sort of vibe about it. But I just like, I get where people are coming from with that, but I just feel like it like delivers, you know, like it hits different. Like it just is so, I feel like this Soojin one is so much more like fluid and like intricate in the details and stuff. So even though it's like, yeah, they both like, she sticks her hands out and like twirls them a little bit or something, or like she does that to the other person's hands, and so you think, oh okay, and with all of the general like sound and aesthetics that it has that seem similar, it's like a copy. But it totally just gives a different vibe to me than the Jisoo one. Like the Jisoo one, I talked about it before, and I thought it was kind of like awkward, but like we kind of settled on the fact that that was sort of part of the vibe, right? Like but this one doesn't have that vibe to it at all, I don't think. So I'd say overall they seem to just hit so differently that it doesn't really, I get how people could say they're similar, but like I don't feel like they're similar. It just seems like you would point out like certain things and be like, this is the same as this, but it's like I don't get the same feeling for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I liked it. Like, and you know, I didn't like it, but like it was good. Like it was successful.
Yeah. I like the part of the music video when she puts the lipstick on.
I don't remember that.
Oh.
Why am I not remembering these iconic things apparently?
I don't know.
I mean, I only saw it once. I saw the music video and I saw the studio room.
Well, so I guess there's not much else to say, but you know, if she does get to go, like, and if she decides to be on music shows at some point, that's going to be interesting, you know, to see what kind of promo she's gonna do in the future.
Yeah.
Let's move on to talk about Aespa, because they had a comeback, which is honestly surprising to me that they had like another comeback already, because Spicy wasn't that long ago compared to how long, like how far apart some of their other comebacks were.
Yeah, I almost forget about Spicy, even though I kind of like that one. But then they also had another like song even after Spicy, right? Like that, like
Better Things.
Yeah, Better Things. Yeah, so it seems like they've been regularly having stuff lately. So Zewelry, did you want to start with this one, or did you want me to start?
I'll do the, you know, little description and then you can share what you thought.
Okay.
So they had the drama music video, which is the title track, but they also had the mini album with the same title, and they've been promoting drama on music shows. And so yeah.
Yes, so drama. They've got a lot of drama, or they're the drama, or drama. Basically, the word drama is the key word here, right?
Right.
Drama. Okay. Start with the positives. I usually start with the positives, right? I usually start with the positives. Okay, fine. Start with the positives. I like the black and denim outfits. Some of the styling pieces for that I found interesting and I liked it. Also, like, one of their like stage outfits and like kind of like music video outfits I liked, but other than that, I actually haven't seen very many times that they've been on stage with styling that I liked that was like the one vibe of the music video. I feel like I keep seeing the other vibe from the music video, which was randomly like sort of like Latin flair, like Spanish dancing or like that sort of thing, and they keep dressing kind of like that, and I don't like that. It's closer to the, you know, chintzy ruffle vibes. Which is unfortunate because I was like, oh, I kind of like the styling for this, and then I tried to find stages that I liked it from, and I was like, wait, they keep not doing cool styling. They're doing the other thing. But so yeah, the styling is one point, and then the other point would just be, I'm gonna say it, I'm kind of tired of the vibes.
Oh no.
I'm just like, Spicy gave us a little something different because they were college girls with these vibes, right? So it was like slightly different. But when you go from Black Mamba and Next Level and Savage and Girls and now Drama, I just feel like it's a whole lot of the same energy over and over and over again. And I want like the slightest bit of dynamic something to it. Like Giselle, we get it. She's, you know, a 10 out of 10, honestly. Like, you know, that's her line from Spicy, which I just ironically said was one of the better vibe ones. But like, she's always got that vibe, you know, like her rap part comes on and it's like, yeah, we get it. You think you're the greatest. And I know Suga's raps are always like that. They always had the same I'm the greatest vibe as well. But there's just something about it that seems like it's getting a little old to me for like everyone to be like serving the same vibes and the same energy and not like having too much on top of it to like switch it up. Those are my feelings on Drama. I get that that's Aespa's vibe, but like, can we see something a little different when they do like, because I like the edgier vibe versus their like softer music. But I want the edgier vibe to like sometimes have some differentiation.
Okay, I do get what you're saying to a degree. I think like, yeah, it's their concept though. Like, but like, yeah, to what you're saying, like, you know, when they do it so many times and it is like there's a flat element to it.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, at least Next Level had the twists.
Right, yeah.
But my opinion on Drama is that it's girls but better. Like, it is so similar to their release Girls, but I think, you know, they just could have not released that one and released this one instead, and then it would have been like less of the same stuff. But I am to the point where I've listened to it enough now that I do like it. Like, before I was kind of just like, okay, it's girls but better. But now I'm like, yeah, I like it. I think it's like catchy. It gets stuck in my head. It's very repetitive, but obviously that's what makes it get stuck in my head. Like, it reminds me of Savage with like the rap parts. But I liked the Savage rap parts, so there's that. But again, yeah, like you were saying, it's just more of the same. But that's kind of like SM, isn't it? Like, they're all the group's releases are like very sticking to the concept. But yeah, I overall, I do like it. I thought the music video was cool when I first watched it, and so I watched it again, and I like it overall. But yeah, the part at the end when they changed outfits and style like completely
randomly,
is very random. Like, I get the sort of like how it ties in with the cinematic aspect in a way, or like the showiness, but the fact that they're promoting with those styles so much just seems like that's not what the overall style of the video was supposed to be. But I really like Ning Ning's stage outfit that she wore on Music Bank, which is similar to the one, like, there's a lot of the same pieces that she wore in the music video, but the tights are different and they're really sparkly, like on the Music Bank stage. So that was really good. I like the swords. I like the black outfits that I think that you were talking about, those ones, but maybe they were different. I don't remember denim.
Black and denim.
But they probably were the same ones.
The denim was like a lighter denim, so I feel like you should be able to tell if they weren't all black outfits, but
I don't remember. But I also liked the very beginning of the music video, and they had like the 4 steps to watch it, you know, and there's like all of the above is false. Like that was like, you know, creepy. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about actual like the song or the music video, but I do have stuff to say about the album.
Okay, so then go ahead in 1 second. I'll give a wrap up here to just say, yeah, I just feel like if we even got all of these songs with this, you know, the darker or edgier vibe, not their light vibe, if we got these just dispersed a little further out with like, you know, other ones that were this style or vibe but slightly different in between, that would have been better. But like every single one I feel like is the same, versus like what if only every other one of this type was like that. But yeah, let's hear your thoughts on the album then.
Okay, I don't have a lot to say, but I do like the album. Like, I think it's not bad, it's not boring. I think that they definitely have some better B-sides this time than they have had in the past. Like I didn't mind the spicy, the ones that were on the spicy album, although some of them were too much, like they weren't my vibe. But I think that this one is closer to the, I'm not familiar with the like names of the albums, but the one that Savage was on, like I thought that had good songs. So I think this one has good songs too. So I really liked Hot Air Balloon.
That's an interesting name.
Yeah. I thought the name was really interesting too. It reminds me of Mario.
Oh.
Like it has a very arcade sound, but like also 1920s. Like, it makes me think of doing the Charleston. Like, you know, the dance. Like, it seems like you could do that to this song, but also Mario.
Okay, I gotta listen to that. That sounds crazy.
And I also really like YOLO. I think it has concert vibes. Like, it makes me want to hear it be performed live. So it's got Yippee Yippee vibes, which was one of their songs on the Savage album, which I really liked. It was probably like my favorite Aespa song, maybe. But like it, so YOLO reminds me of that. And so I looked up to see, have they done either Hot Air Balloon or YOLO as like a promotion or like a performance or something? But like they hadn't done anything for like this actual comeback. But I was so surprised to see that they apparently performed all 3 of those songs, Hot Air Balloon, YOLO, and Yippee Yippee, at some sort of concert like months ago.
What the heck?
But so Hot Air Balloon and YOLO were released earlier, but they weren't like officially released anywhere until this EP, like this mini album. But all 3 of them, like I thought, had similar vibes, and apparently, you know, they do, like they're meant to. So
That's
I just
crazy.
thought that was so weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
And lucky.
Yeah. So I overall, you know, it's good. I like it.
Good.
Yeah.
So far, it seems like we've been having sort of like success across the board, but like we're not necessarily like dying over anything. I mean, you were dying over the body wave.
Well, yeah, because that was really cool. I think that out of all the videos, I was going to just say, out of all the videos, I think Viviz Maniac is my favorite, but I actually think that the one we're talking about right now is my favorite.
Oh, wow,
Should we move
okay.
on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay, so we're going to talk about Red Velvet, and they released...
Red Velvet?
They released Chill Kill, which is actually their third full album, and it's been
yeah, it's been like 30 years.
It's their third full album. They hadn't had a full album since
The Incident.
No, before that.
Oh,
it has been like, I don't even know how long, like six years or something like that.
God.
So yeah, they had the Chill Kill music video. Like I said, the album is called Chill Kill, but the title track is Chill Kill, and they've promoted that a little bit as well. So, should I talk about it?
Yes.
Okay, so like I just said, this is probably out of the videos we're talking about today my favorite music video. It tells a story. Well, I guess the Viviz one does too. I don't know. I really like both the videos, okay? I thought that they're both really good comebacks. But anyway, Red Velvet Chill Kill is really good in my opinion. Just overall, I really like it. You know, we've been waiting for Red Velvet to have a comeback. They finally got a comeback again. It's been like a year. It is similar to Birthday. It is similar to like Feel My Rhythm in a way. But like we just talked about with Aespa, SM artists, I do think stick to their concept really well. So I think it's interesting that Chill Kill starts with like a creepy vibe, but then it totally switches during the chorus, and it's like, you know, that sounds like Feel My Rhythm, like bright style. But then it gets a little creepy again, and then it comes back. So it's kind of like the red and the velvet sides in one song. And the music video, I think it's really cool, really good. And I really have been liking their styling. I generally really like Red Velvet's styling, but it's like, you know, I think they've got some nice pieces, although it's pretty simple this time around. I think that the whole album is really good. You know, I really have been enjoying the comeback.
So I'm glad that you think that way, you feel that way.
Thanks.
I'm not a knower about music. I don't know. I don't know about the notes and the tones and the bridges and all of these fancy things that all the intricacies, right? I just have ears and I just listen. And to me, I liked where it was starting. In the music video and the song, I was like, ooh, okay, so it's gonna be dark, you know, it's gonna be like Psycho, or like that other one where they're killing the pizza man. Peekaboo. But then they really lost the plot at the chorus, or whatever, pre-chorus, whatever it is when they do the Chill Kill part. I just really was like, why did you do this? And I know like there might be some reasons that like that makes the song good for it to be switching like that stuff, but to me, like, I'm just a default person, you know. I just like make it make sense, you know. It didn't make sense to me, and also the music video, I'm so confused. I know, nothing new, really nothing new. But like, why are they wearing Halloween costumes at the end? Like, I wanted to be there for it, but like, it was so, like I said, they lost the plot to me, and then I lost the plot to them because I was like, okay, so
Oh,
now
no.
they're burning it down, but like, and they're wearing Halloween costumes, and like, I don't get it. Like, I didn't get it. I didn't get it, and I didn't. So, but I'm not a Red Velvet fan anyway. So like, you have to, you have to take that the way it is. So like it sounded so generic to me. Like the chorus.
No.
Like dumbed it down and made it sound so generic, and I get that it might not be. Like, I totally get that. Like I said, I'm basic, I'm default, I don't get these things because I know that Red Velvet, they're artists, you know, like I get that about them, so I get that I might not just get it. But yeah, it felt generic once it got to the middle part, and like I was thinking, you know, like I don't even like the screaming that they usually put in their songs. Like, I always hate that part, you know? All the songs that have screaming in it, I'm always like, dear God, why? Why are you screaming in this song? But I thought, you know what? When they're screaming, at least I get it then. I know I just said why, but at the same time, I'm like, that's their thing, you know? And it's different, and it's like, wow, I've never heard a song like this before. But this one, I have heard a song like this before. It's like every song. It's generic. Except, like I said, the beginning is not. But the chorus lost the plot. So, honestly, if they had done their screaming vibes that they did before, I at least would have been like, oh, there's Red Velvet. But I did think, oh, there's Red Velvet. But just like you said, like the birthday version of Red Velvet. But I like the styling too a little bit. I usually I don't even try, but I usually happen to find a popular through line for the comebacks of the month. And this time it's face jewels.
Oh.
I don't even know if everybody had like face jewels necessarily in the music videos, but I saw so many face jewels on stage performances. Like, everyone's gluing jewels all over their face.
Okay.
So yeah, was that too harsh? I feel like I made it pretty clear that like I am an idiot, but like that's just the way I felt.
I mean, it's just your opinion.
Right.
However, I'm going to try and ignore everything you said.
I didn't say that they did a bad job. I just said why. Okay, I kind of did say they did a bad job, but not in the skill sense.
Listen, I personally, everybody, Revel loves, ignore what she said. I think, I'm going to reiterate everything that I said. I think it's so good. I was sitting here thinking about the music video as you were like talking about it, and it's so good, you know. They're always getting up to the most wild things in their music videos.
They are.
But it's really good. It's got a story. It's got elements that work well with the music and the way that it like shifts vibes. Like, you know, 1 minute they're all having fun, but then it's like, oops, we gotta go. So I just, yeah, it's really good. I was a little bit like you said, I was expecting the whole thing to be dark and kind of haunting, but it wasn't. And at first, the first time I was like, ooh, it's a little bit weird because that's not like the vibe that I thought it was gonna have. But I'm totally there. Like, I'm totally there for it now.
And I understand that. Like, I totally understand that is, like, what most people probably will be. You know? Like, people that get it, get it. I feel like it's that sort of thing. Like, if you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. It's got that vibe to it. But, like, I just don't.
I think that the choreography is really good too. I think that Red Velvet oftentimes has like they have pretty choreography, but there's also some elements that they do working with the other members that, you know, adds something dynamic. And like, you know, Really Bad Boy and how they have the walking move, and it's like, you know, they got one person's hand on the other's shoulder and they're like walking and they make the two different lines, like, and it kind of like, it's almost like they make a box because one is walking back and the other is, you know, walking back but to the side. Like, I love that part in the choreography. So there's not really parts like that in Chill Kill, but there are similar essences to some of the moves, in a way, people probably have no idea what I'm talking about.
I think I might have recalled a moment where I was like, they were doing something kind of like together.
Yeah,
like
Yeri and Sogi's part.
Yeah,
I think that's really cool. And then at the end, they kind of like turn to each other, like everybody turns to each other and like they interact. And it's just really, I like the choreography. I think it's nice to look at. And I also think that the stage designs, just to give those a shout out, like the Inkigayo stage design I thought was really cool. And they've been having some generally good looking stages as well. The like bridge of the song, it reminds me of Christmas music, like because
I don't know what part is the bridge, but I feel like I can tell that something would.
It starts with like, or I don't know if that part is technically the bridge, but the "say now are you ready" part, I thought the first listen that they were saying like "Santa, are you ready?" So I really thought it was a Christmas song. But then I was like, oh, they're saying "say now, are you ready?" But they keep saying it, and so it still kind of sounds like Santa a little bit because they say it so consecutively. But and then like the melody of the bridge with Wendy's notes is very Christmas song to me, but like it works because it is like, getting to be the holiday season or whatever. But that it definitely is a contrast in vibe from the start of the song.
Honestly, I feel like it is a perfect transition from Halloween to Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Like the spookiness to the cheer, like it really, and they're wearing winter hats,
yeah.
But like they're also wearing Halloween outfits, kind of like it really does. Like if people really like Nightmare Before Christmas, maybe they'd like this. Now that you pointed out the Christmas element, I totally, Halloween to Christmas, it's totally happening, 100%.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so this comeback, I'm really enjoying it. The choreography move when they like at the chorus, it kind of is that anti-fragile sort of move. That's really good. I really like it. I want to just mention that I said I really like the styling. I like Gary's hair,
Me
the way
too.
that it is right now. I think it looks really nice. But if you like vocals, if you just like dingo killing voices, they did one of those finally. So there's this pretty long, it's like over 30 minutes, I think. So I watched that and I do recommend it. They do a lot of good songs. It just makes me think, wow, yeah, Red Velvet does have good music. There were some songs that I really wish they did, but I'm really glad that they did You Better Know, because when I like first heard that song, I didn't know it would be like this fan favorite, but apparently it is. And so they like always do it at concerts, and it's just like I'm glad that song is one that everybody enjoys, because that means I get to hear it more.
That's nice. One thing that I want to say that I noticed that I found was very positive about this month's girl group comebacks was, although I found some similar sounds of like retro and stuff like that throughout these songs, I never got too strong of a vibe from any of these artists and songs of like a, can you stop doing this trend? Can you stop doing this trend?
Right, that's what I think too.
Like everything, some of the groups had a pretty strong sound as to their group's sound.
Mm-hmm.
So like it wasn't like something we haven't heard before, but like I didn't feel like anyone was doing like, either a very generic sound or like a very trendy sound. Everyone had either something a little bit different or like something that's like classic like their group. And I really appreciated that. Like,
me too.
It seemed like there was a good, variable amount of sounds going on. And I liked that.
I agree. I think that this month definitely had a lot of good comebacks. And so that's like, we reached the end of all the girl groups that we're going to be talking about today. But remember, this is only like part 1 of our November K-pop comebacks coverage. So we're going to be doing the boy groups in the next episode.
Yes, so look forward to that. And come back, please.
Yeah.
and don't hate me.
You can go ahead and leave us a comment and tell us which November girl group K-pop comeback has been your favorite, what one you've enjoyed, and you can go ahead and subscribe to BlushCat on YouTube and turn on notifications so that, like we said, you don't miss our boy group comeback episode. And if you enjoyed this episode, you can like the video. Also, go ahead and follow BlushCat on Spotify. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, that's it, right?
Yep, that's it. Until next time.
Okay. Thank you for listening. This has been Zewelry.
And me. Bye.
Meow, meow, meow. 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 Meow, meow, meow.